The new shot launch is here, and one dart has a 7 out of 5 grip rating. And honestly, I'm not sure I've ever held a dart quite like it, which is rare. Let's see if it lives up to the hype. There's some seriously exciting stuff in this release, so let's dive straight in. First up is the Smasha, a 90% tungsten dart with a black titanium coating paired with koi carbon shafts straight out of the box. Now the set I've got here is 24 grams and I'll pop the other available variants on the screen now. Now one thing I really like about this new shot range is that they've actually included grip ratings. However, this one caught me slightly off guard. It's rated 7 out of 5. Yes, 7 out of 5. Now let's see what that's all about. The moment you pick these up, the grip seriously bites. Really aggressive, almost like little mine balls featured on the front of the packaging. Paired with the futuristic flights and the carbon shafts, it's a really sharp modern look. The barrels come fitted with black coated points, which will grip the board far better than standard silver smooth ones. Now taking a closer look at the barrel, at the front, there's a sort of bulbous nose section that looks slightly shinier thanks to the recuts. That, combined with the shape, really brings that balance forward, pulling the nose down and kicking that tail up. Moving on to the front middle, there are fewer cuts along that milled side, so it doesn't have quite as much grip there, but it does really help you find a clear reference point for the grip. Now we get to the rear, where things really ramp up. The grip gets even sharper with those extra cuts and jagged edges. If you like high grip, this dart will suit you whether you throw from the front, middle or the rear. But the overall feel will depend on your finger type and how much grip you prefer. This isn't one for players who like a smooth, subtle barrel. Badlands Collaboration Series. Now the main theme of this launch is something pretty special. SHOT have teamed up with Badlands, a sort of steampunk utopian world filled with guns, gears and outlandish outfits. Now within this collab we've got 4 brand new barrels. Krush, Tova, Rustin and the Sheriff. All are made from 90% tungsten and come with the koi carbon shafts and those steampunk varied coloured flights to complete the look. Krush. Now these darts are centre balanced with a 3 out of 5 grip rating, and they come fitted with shot lock shafts. The finish is natural tungsten, giving them a clean, industrial look. Straight out of the box, you might argue they're a touch grippier than the 3 out of 5 suggests. It's a nicely shaped dart with milled cuts at the front and rear that break up those middle sections beautifully, and those cuts help the grip last for quite some time. And a lovely little touch on the point protector. There's a mini dartboard complete with numbering, and it's those subtle details that really round off the presentation. I really love throwing these darts. That torpedo shape really pulled into the board, sat up beautifully, and probably were one of my favourites to throw. Tova. The Tova combines natural tungsten with a beautiful electroplated blue coating. For me, the real standout detail on this dart is that front middle grip section. It's got this almost like snake weaving screws and bolts sort of pattern. Honestly, I'm a little bit jealous that this isn't placed further back because it's such a nice texture to hold. Now these are front balanced darts, 23 grams, they carry a grip rating of 3 out of 5. So much more moderate than the Smasha, but will still give you plenty of that tactile feedback. Rustin. The Rustin has a really nice look to it that I completely overlooked when I first saw them. It's not until you get them in hands that you really realise how beautiful these darts are. The natural tungsten paired with that copper or silica-like coating is perfectly suited for that steampunk Badlands edition. The overall look reminds me of a massive drill or something that you'd see from a video game on a Mad Max remake or something. It looks aggressive, but in the hand it's a lot more subtle. With a 3 out of 5 grip rating, they're front balanced, and for me it's these 3 raised sections here that give the best reference point for throwing. You'd think they'd feel really pronounced, but in reality, when you feel them, the dart just sits comfortably in the hand. Now the black points feature some stunning etchwork all across there, detailed and combined with the carbon shafts, and the orange-yellow steampunk style flights, it's another strong addition to the lineup. Next up, the Sheriff. Now I want to bring a bit of attention to the artwork on these because it really complements the barrel and makes them stand out as collector pieces. Just look at these boxes. The character here with his top hat and specs makes it look like something that he'd whip out in a western saloon, or maybe even transform into a weapon. It's got that retro yet futuristic vibe, and honestly I'm not sure I've ever held a dart quite like it, which is rare. This is a centre balanced dart with a 4 out of 5 grip rating, featuring titanium coating and koi carbon shafts. Up front there are 3 pinch point scallops spread between the front and middle. They feel really natural in hand and I'm genuinely fascinated to see how these throw. The rear section offers plenty of grip too, And while it might look like a straightforward rounded straight barrel, in hand it actually feels more like a hexagon cut, where you can feel those flat edges as you rotate it. Really unique, and it's one that you need to get in hand to fully appreciate. Now, which was your favourite? Let me know in the comments below. Josh Pearson collaboration. Now, there's also Josh Pearson collab darts as part of SHOT's latest collaboration efforts, and they're quite jazzy too. Now, I actually met Josh recently after years of chatting online. He's great fun. I'm sure these are going to go down an absolute treat. Celt Merlin 95% tungsten special edition. Finally, the launch's showpiece, the Celt Merlin. Now, these combine a blend of rolling sharp grip cuts with a subtle taper at the rear, forming a clear scallop that locks into the center grip like flame into the wick. It really does look like Merlin's staff, with lots of incredible details and blue and green colouring against the natural tungsten. The Celt stems flow into the ghostly deer figure, symbolic of Merlin himself. From point to flight, they are a superb collection edition dart, which you can throw or display. It's totally up to you. So that's a pretty tasty launch from SHOT. I'm loving the collaborative Badlands approach, reminds me of playing Fallout 4, and the special edition Merlins alongside the grippy Smasha make for a seriously strong release. You can top it off with the new Badlands inked dart wallet, perfect for carrying all your spares. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a good one.